The Game Away, the survival series, has some side quests and missions and things you can do once you finish the story mode. So 2 of them involve visiting bunkers. Now this video will cover the first bunker, where you unlock the possess ability, which enables you to possess insects and animals around the map. So the first video I've done shows what I think is the correct path that they want you to follow to get to the area where you do the possess ability. However, I've also included a second video, which is what I think is a much shorter, quicker route to get to the bunker. But I'll leave it up to you which one you decide to go with. So in this video we'll be following the purple mushrooms, which mostly show us the pathway ahead, but sometimes they peter out a little bit, or it's a bit confusing where you need to go. So you may have to do it a couple of times just to work out which is the correct route, or just try and follow this video, I guess. I find this way a bit longer and more confusing actually than the way I found, but it may be better for some people, I don't know. This way involves climbing 2 additional trees, and given how unpredictable it can be jumping and gliding from a tree to another tree or to the ground, I actually prefer the other way. But when you get to this branch here, don't go right to the end or you'll fall in the water below. So this point here will be where either path will take you. Now you can see there's some purple mushrooms leading ahead, but don't go that way because it just leads to the water, so you don't need that. What you need to do is climb this tree pole thing on the right hand side, and that will take you up to the overhead wires that you need to get across the next bit of water. So throughout the game there's a lot of these blue wires that you can run along, but where they join onto things like poles or buildings, it's really difficult to get off from one thing to the other. So I would recommend when you get towards the end of the blue wires, just jump and glide across to where you need to be. Don't try and go right to the end of the wires. So when you reach the bunker, all you need to do, which is what it said to do, which is eat 3 blue mushrooms. So we'll just eat those. They're the blue mushrooms with the yellow stems, and if you ever have trouble finding those, just use your instinct button and that will show where there might be some around you. And if you eat the blue mushrooms, you will see there's a meter that fills up for eating those as well. Now all we need to do is eat the 3 blue mushrooms, then go over to the blue cockroach and possess it using what's the Y button on the Xbox controller. And unfortunately I couldn't possess the blue frog in the water, even though he's lovely. I really would have liked to have done that, but never mind. So once we've possessed the blue cockroach, we can just exit out of that, and then we can leave the area because we've picked up that ability. That's about it, really. Oh, and in the building that we're standing on, there's a hologram, but I'll cover that in a different video. So this was the part that I found, probably by accident, because I was trying to find the shortest route to the blue indicator thing. So you want to bypass the tree where the mushrooms are, keep going past that, and there's a very similar looking tree that also provides a branch that you can jump across to the other area. The only thing is, when you get up that tree and you go along the branch, it forks into 3 sort of twigs. And you need to try and get the middle one of those, because if you get that, you'll be able to glide across no problem. The problem is that because of the way the game is, it often forces you to take the right or left branch, twig, and jumping from those can be problematic. But if you do make it across, I do think it's a lot shorter. And then once you get to the other side, all you need to do is go around this long log that's on the ground and then head towards the point where the wires are. It's the same point that you'd come to if you went the other way. So now that you've picked up the possess ability, you can roam around and possess various insects and animals. And in fact, there's an achievement for possessing 10 of the rarer ones, but I'll cover that in a different video.